Welcome to the first episode of Pi Backstage Pass. Right now, live behind these doors is a rehearsal by the Musical Theatre Society of the new autumn-term production, Kiss of the Spiderwoman. It starts on Thursday, so be there!
Dear one, I do nicely without you.
Well, Kiss of the Spiderwoman is a musical written by Cantor and Ebb, who wrote Chicago and Cabaret. And it's a musical with a very weird setting. It's set in Latin America, 1950s, 1960s, during kind of the revolution. And it's set in a prison with these two characters that juxtapose each other.
I don't think about you.
This very manly Valentine and this very homosexual Molina. And it's about how they interact and how they cope with the tortures of the prison.
Someday we'll be free. I promise you we'll be free. If not tomorrow, then the day after that.
So it's a very odd setting for a musical because, you know, we're all used to happy, clappy jazz hands musicals. But this is more gritty, and it really plays with like the gritty realities of the prison, but then it just explodes into these big jazz numbers, which is what I love about it.
And if you find that you'll end in jail, and it's a fantasy will not fail, it's just as simple as ABC. Come on here, play with me.
Basically, Molina is stereotypically really camp because he's been put in prison for supposedly corrupting a minor who was also male, and it's hinted that in fact the only reason he's in fact in jail is because he's gay, which is representative of the times. But the interesting thing about him is, in all fairness, he's utterly mad because he basically lives inside movies. He's obsessed with this actress called Aurora, who's sort of a Judy Garland, Grace Kelly figure, and he sort of uses her in her movies to escape the life of the prison and the fact that he's not in this fantastic situation, and in fact is sort of obsessed and lives through the hope that he is in fact in a movie.
You've got to learn how not to do what you've done. If it's a shot, can't kill if you unload the gun. I play a lot of different characters, and no one actually exists of those characters. So basically I play a lot of different movie characters that Molina has seen in his life and that he basically goes back to in times of hurt and pain and whenever he needs someone there. So it ranges from the Spiderwoman itself, who can kill with a kiss, and it's a very seductive and dark and sinister character, and very dangerous, and that's the only one he actually doesn't like, and then to all the other characters that he really adores, very sexy characters in different movies. You face reality, the monster. So close your eyes and you become a movie star. Why must you stay where you are?
Shaff has a very clear vision as to what Shaff wants, and what Shaff wants, Shaff will get. He has a very large book in which he's drawn absolutely every single little detail out of the entire play, every movement, every costume, every scene, every single dance.
Guys, we're gonna skip his little solo bit. So if you start in your...
He's really good as a director. Like, he really helps us touch the character and actually understand from the beginning to the end what this character is doing and why and how and everything. So I've never actually had a director who like sits down with me and actually speaks through the character and then does some characterization where I close my eyes and literally go to places in my head where I was at certain times of pain or lust or whatever it is, you know, and he really makes you feel the stuff.
It's difficult. I think you should only direct a show if you're really passionate about it. 2 years ago, like, there was a disaster in my life. A few of my friends took their lives away due to like homophobia in Malaysia. So really this show has a very strong personal connection to me because it tackles that issue. It tackles the issue, the concept of being who you are. It's not an LGBT musical. It can be interpreted as an LGBT musical, but more importantly, it's about staying true to who you are, and it's great because of that, and it really has a positive message.
And the world that gives us pain, that fills our lives with fear, and the day after that will disappear.
So that's why I think being a director is so special, because you have a personal message that you communicate constantly, and I'm very excited to see it on stage.
You will like my plan, my sweetest fan, my leading man.